So as I said, here's Chapter 8 of Ready, Freddy, Stop That Hamster. If you did not listen to Chapter 7, go back and listen to that video. Chapter 8, Harold's Adventures, Part 2. On Monday, I couldn't wait to share what I wrote in the hamster journal with the rest of the class. Finally, after lunch, it was my turn. Come to the rug, everybody, said Miss Whooshy. Freddy is going to tell us about his weekend with Harold. I sat down in the teacher's chair, and before I even said one word, Max blurted out, "What color nail polish did Harold get this weekend? Candy apple red?" "Max," said Miss Whooshy, "what did I tell you about yelling out? It's not your turn right now, it's Freddy's." I cleared my throat. I opened the journal to my page and started reading. Harold had a really fun weekend. Robbie and I built him a spaceship, and he flew to the planet Greep. There he met an alien named Tidu, who gave him a tour of the planet. I took a picture of Harold in the spaceship. "You can see him right here," I said, turning the journal around and showing everyone the picture. "He's in the cockpit." "Cool," said Max. "That sounds like a lot more fun than getting your hair and nails done by Miss Fancy Pants." "Max," said Miss Whooshy, and she put her finger to her lips. "Go ahead, Freddy." Then Robbie and I had a skateboard contest, and Harold got to be the judge. Jessie raised her hand. "Yes, Jessie," said Miss Whooshy. "Thank you for raising your hand." "Who won the contest?" "No one. Harold fell asleep before he could announce the winner." Everyone giggled. I fed Harold some toast, but what he really wanted was chocolate chip pancakes. Chloe raised her hand. "Why didn't you give him any pancakes?" "Because the instructions on the cage say toast or hamster food. Nothing else." "You're lucky you didn't kill him," said Max. "Don't be silly. Cookies don't kill you. Besides, they were homemade." "Cookies aren't good for hamsters, Chloe," said Miss Whooshy. "Boys and girls, when it's your turn to take Harold home, please follow the directions like Freddy did and only give Harold toast or his hamster food. We want to make sure he stays healthy. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Freddy?" "Yes, one more thing." Robbie looked up at me with surprise. "I have some advice." "Oh, you do," said Miss Whooshy. "I'm sure everyone would like to hear it." I picked up the journal one more time and looked right at Robbie. "Make sure you close the latch tightly after you give Harold food and water. You wouldn't want him to escape." "Ah, that's good advice," said Miss Whooshy. "Thank you for sharing your weekend with us, Freddy. It sounds as if you and Harold had a wonderful time together. I'm so glad your mother let you take him home." "Me too. We had a great time." I closed the journal, handed it back to Miss Whooshy, and picked up Harold's cage. "This was a weekend we'll never forget, right, little guy?" I said as we both pressed our noses against the side of the cage. Then I smiled at Harold, and I know he smiled back. So that was the end of Chapter 8 and the end of Stop That Hamster by Abby Klein. But she does write a letter on the back of this book. It says, "Dear reader, I am a kindergarten and first grade teacher. My friend, who is also a teacher, really does have a hamster named Harold in her classroom. The students in her class get to take Harold home for the weekend. They write about their adventures with Harold in a special hamster journal. The stories in that journal gave me ideas for this book. One little girl in her class really did paint Harold's toenails with pink nail polish. I thought that was hilarious. I bet you have some funny stories about your class pet or a pet you have at home. I'd love to hear them. Just write to me at Ready Freddy, Fun Stuff." And it has her address, and then it says, "I hope you have as much fun reading Stop That Hamster as I did writing it. Happy reading, Abby Klein." And it has her address right there, which you can actually write to. But if not, you can comment your favorite part or the funniest story that you may have of a pet that you own, since we don't really have a pet in our classroom. See you later. Until next time.